Hi, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. My dad and I decided to watch Prizzi's Honor last night, and to be honest with you, I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was exceptionally written and well cast, with Jack Nicholson as Charlie Pantana and Angelica Houston as Mayrose Prizzi. The film itself is what you would expect from a typical mob-related movie, though it has its twists and turns along the way, and I was thoroughly entertained by it, even though there were a couple of scenes that one didn't make any sense and the other one, well, it kind of did in context, and I wonder why it happened, but I guess it was just, bizarre at the time, this kind of non sequitur moment. And then there was another scene that was just completely shocking, but it's actually more true to life if you consider the mafia. And being a lover of mob culture myself, and having read many books about the subject, and just being fascinated by the whole underworld, and it's just always been a subject of just intrigue and dare I say admiration. But I learned that this movie was filmed in 1985, and it actually looks more like a movie that came out of the late 60s or early 70s. Some of the sound that they used is kind of warbly. That was my only real nag about it. Some of the BGM and the gunshots sound fake or pegged on. But this is a great, entertaining story, and it's dramatic, it's suspenseful, and even funny. And of course, Charlie Pantana, played by Jack Nicholson, he is, no matter what movie he is in, Jack Nicholson is just fantastic, and he comes across as particularly intense as Charlie. And Charlie is a guy you don't want to mess around with. You got to take him very seriously. And he meets a really beautiful Polish lady at this wedding he attends, and he wants to know who she is. And of course, he learns later on in the movie who this lady really is. And then you come to the realization that Irene, the woman, she's in sort of a similar line of work as Charlie is. Actually, her position is much different, but it has similar implications as Charlie's life does. And even though you want their relationship to succeed, in your gut you have this horrible feeling, this sensation of unease, that it just isn't going to work out in the end, and ultimately it doesn't. And, and you just you're not really at all shocked by that, even though how it happens is a little bit disturbing and just surprising, I thought. But having watched many mafia films, or films that are based on novels like this one, I knew it was coming. And I thought that the ending was bittersweet, but it was what I expected. But there are lots of really fun twists and turns throughout this movie that make it really entertaining, I think. I would definitely give this movie 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's not a perfect film, granted, But it is a really fantastic ride. It is outstanding as far as that is concerned, with the writing and the characters, and of course Charlie Pantana. I love him. He's the man. He's the guy from Brooklyn that you just don't want to cross on a bad day. And he takes his own shots, quite literally. You don't have to. You really shouldn't become his rival, because if you do, you might end up dead. Sorry, my nose really itches. That's what I get for having two animals in my house. But I think that this is a worthwhile film. Maybe a little bit dated, but it's very entertaining and very enjoyable and likable. And if you're a Jack Nicholson fan, then by all means, definitely, because you'll just love it, every single solitary moment of it. And it is rated R, but as far as R-rated movies go, I would say this is more of a PG-13, because they have one sex scene, and you can see Irene's breasts. They just give you a quick shot of that. You could tell what what Irene and Charlie are doing is not really that opaque, but it's as far as R-rated films are concerned, this one is really tame, and especially the language. There really isn't that much objective language in it, but it's not for kids, and don't let your kids watch it unless they really like films that are about the mob, and like me, and just savor moments in movies like these and just can't get enough. So that's all I have to say about Prizzi's Honor, and it's just a terrific movie, and I give it 2 thumbs way up.